Hello, everybody. Special introduction today. We got some learning to do. All right, run along, future drummer. Now, you guys ever get a cut right here in the corner of your nail? Okay? It feels like somebody bashed your finger with a hammer. That's where I'm at. I'm going to hack my way through this. Look at this first chart, okay? I want you to focus on this scale, which is what? That is a C major scale, or C Ionian. Modes, fancy names. People get so paralyzed by that. But what's really important is you need to see the triads that live inside the scales. Everything lives inside of everything, okay? So stick around to the end or you'll be losing out on learning. Don't drop off. I can see you in the analytics. Disappearing. All right, now, what we need to do is CEG 1, 3, 5. I got a red circle around the root, blue circle around the third, black circle around the fifth, okay? I will link a playlist at the end that has every major and minor triad, and I color code it all just like that. If you burn that in your brain and learn all that, you will be unstoppable. Okay, so let's go to the one where people get all confused. You see this chart right here? This is chock full of information. This is a G Mixolydian scale. So people start to hear terms like Dorian, Phrygian, Locrian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and they get like, I'm done. They check out. Don't check out. All Mixolydian means is it's this. If I play a C major scale, it's the fifth mode from the major scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, C, D, E, F, G. So G Mixolydian would be what you're playing. It's just another scale, and all it means is you have all the same notes as a C major scale. I kept this clean for you, no sharps or flats, but you're starting from G. So it's a different flavor. Do I need practice playing in modes? Of course. We all have holes in our playing, but watch. So again, see that? These are all the same notes in a C major scale. And if you want to take it a step even further, you can see there's a C major scale with the root note right there in the G. It's a part of this Mixolydian mode. Remember when I said everything lives inside of everything? Okay? If you're confused, drop a question. We're going to help you. I'm going to answer you. I'm going to get this clear. Grab the charts. Now, in the middle of this, you see all kinds of information. You see EGC. You see that green highlight? That is a first inversion C major triad, and it's on the A, D, G string set. I'm referring to the open strings. You see how I'm on the A, D, G strings? Now, people get all confused by inversions. A lot of you aren't, but if you are, all it means is this. If I take C, E, G, so that's the 1, 3, 5, if I put E as the lowest fundamental note, in this case it is, that's a first inversion. So when you take the 3 out of a triad and put it as the lowest note, it's a first inversion. If I had G as the lowest note, it would be a second inversion. If they're all different flavors, which is all these modes are, right? All these modes are is just different flavors, right? And you've got to use your ears and your musicality to get good at it. All right, now right here we have a G major triad. So on the D, G, B string sets, boom, 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 G, B, D. So if you look, and I'm looking at the chart right now, the one you're looking at, you see how G has 2 circles around it? Well, for 2 reasons. When we're playing the E major, C major triad, C major first inversion, G is the 5th, so it's got a black circle. But when we're playing it as part of the G major triad, G, B, D, it's the 1st, so it's got a red circle. See how it overlaps? That's what I'm saying. Everything lives inside of everything, and when you see someone flowing around the fretboard with ease and they sound incredible, they got there by doing things like this. So that's why I want you to practice this. Now, what can we do? Let's make this musical, okay? What if we just take, and then I'll show you something I threw in the looper pedal, and you can record it on your phone if you don't have a looper pedal. Keep it really simple, okay? Start slow. So let's just do this C major first inversion triad to the G, and then maybe we'll play like a little lick out of the G Mixolydian scale, or mode. Scales, modes, same thing in my opinion. All right, now, so C, right, triad, G, triad. All I did there with those little runs, whether you want to call them licks, fills, runs, those were just played right out of the G Mixolydian scale. Now I could have slid up and done something up here. Okay, so all I'm doing there is I'm just taking all these bits of information, everything I just gave you on both of these charts, and then I'm just using my musicality, and I'm falling off the tracks, I'm crashing and burning, and I'm putting it back together, right? So you could do that first chart, you could take this triad, and then you could go to this triad, And then you could play like a little lick out of the G Mixolydian scale. And you don't have to use the whole scale. Just use a part of it. Maybe you start off with a little lick out of the mode, the G Mixolydian mode, and then you go into playing the triad. So like, what if we did something like this? I'll do something with octaves. Again, not the greatest thing in the world, but you're just trying to get a little bit of ear training. Now, we want to have a little bit of harmonic content behind it so we can build up a catalog of sounds in our ears. All you're doing is you're creating like a catalog for yourself. So I'm gonna do a root to third, C to E. What is that? That's a major third interval. Is that a chord? Nope. 2 notes. Distance between 2 notes and interval. Watch my Music Theory Mondays playlist at the end of this too. G to B. Root to 3, major third interval. So if we did something like this, you could record that on your phone, or if you have a looper, you can put it in there like this. Now, this chart right here, we'll play something out of G Mixolydian. Let's just see what it sounds like. Here we go. Second to last note there, I put in there kind of on purpose because it was a dissonant interval. So an interval, because when it was going up against the C and the E, it was the D, which is a major second. And again, this is why you need to know the theory. Now, sometimes, if you don't have a reference point for these sounds, you're not going to know what to do. So if you're not playing something like right here out of G Mixolydian, if you've never done it, you don't have a library or a catalog built up in your head of sounds, you don't either have it or you don't. So that you guys, that's why I'm like, put in the work, put in the work, put in the work. Are you gonna suck at first? Yes. Do I suck a lot? All the time. Am I gonna move through the suck to get to the good stuff? Absolutely. So really, we're our own worst enemies. All right, so drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Definitely check out the playlist. I'm going to link here in the end. If you're new, stick around. Grab the charts. Again, connect how those triads live inside of these scales. Create a little loop on your phone, or if you have a looper pedal, or even if you don't, take one chunk of information at a time. If you want, go right to G Mixolydian and see if you can just create a little riff out of that, and then go effortlessly or rhythmically between the C first inversion triad to the G 1-3-5 triad. That's it. That's all it is. We're just putting in the work. We're trying to get better, but that's why this instrument is amazing, okay? So drop jellyfish in the comments. Drop your favorite street creature. I love interacting with you guys. Let's keep this community growing. Hit that like button, of course, so we can share it. If you're new, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Community's growing crazy fast, and let's crush it in 2025. All right, here's those videos. I will see you in the next video. Later.